What's good, YouTube? It's Ray Jarrell. So in today's video, I'm actually showing y'all a nice little two-play mini scheme from the gun A slap offset formation. So if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub if you're new and turn on those post notifications. So just like I said, we're gonna be going over two plays in the gun A slot formation. A lot of people think this formation is kind of dead, but it's actually really good. So I'm thinking about doing like a two-play series, and the two plays I'm gonna be talking about is gonna be the post, and it's gonna be levels wide sell right here. So with post, it's not just gonna be your basic setup. Yes, you can run this basic setup and you will have success, but I'm gonna show you some different variations of post play that can turn it into a really nice scheme. So and levels also, I'm gonna show you just a slight variation that's gonna make the play a little bit better in my opinion. And also make sure on a quick note, y'all do tune in to my next video that I drop, and I will be talking about my Forex experience and how pretty much Forex, how I view it right now and how I think it's helpful and things of that nature. So make sure you check that out, because I have a whole lot that I do want to tell y'all about that. So it's gonna be my next video that I'll drop. So right here for defense, I'm actually gonna be going over, we're just gonna go with nickel normal, because if somebody comes out in something like dollar, you run the ball till they just get tired of you running it, because it's super hard to blow up the run in A slot offset, which is why a lot of people pretty much like it. So I'll be showing you cover two, show you some cover four, well, cover two man I should say. Man coverage, alright. So I'm showing you man coverage, cover four quarters, Tampa 2, and cover 3. That's basically what you're going to see now. You're going to see a whole lot of cover 3 when you come out in A slot, but again, you'll see cover 2. You'll see pretty much all these I'm about to go over. So that's why I chose these coverage specifically. So let's just come out and cover 2. So first, we're just going to go over post. Now, I kind of did a slight variation of this play last year. It's going to look real similar to what I did last year. So what you want to do is start off, you want to take R1, put them on a wheel route. Now from here, you want to take triangle, put them on a curl route like this. Now you want to take circle, put them on a hitch route like this. Now with the last setup, last year, this is how I had y'all do it. I told you to put them on an out route, and I told you the smart route. Yes, you can still kind of get away with that this year, but a more effective way is putting them on a streak. So the reason that's more effective is because it's going to push those zones back some, and that's going to open up circle and triangle a whole lot more. So right here, let's go and snap the ball so I can kind of show you. So right here, you're just reading what's open. Now I'm not going to throw it. I'm just going to kind of let myself take a sack, and I'm going to go and replay. And I'm going to kind of show you your read progressions, because I feel like doing it this way, it's a lot better for y'all to understand what all options you have open, so you can kind of understand, you know, what you need to read. So right here, first you're going to see, we're going to have this hitch route wide open. So the reason, like I said, I like a streak is because it's going to push this vert hook back, because this is a vert hook right here, and this is your cloud or hard, flat, whatever they choose to have with their outside zone coverage. So right here you see the streak's going to push the safety back, and it pushes his vert hook back enough to where now he's in no man's land. So no man's land means he's not covering nothing. He's not covering nothing at all. So right here, as you can see, he's not going to cover this. And also right here, you'll have this wheel route if you lowball this. Yes, you can throw that. You can lowball that. Just make sure you lowball, possession, catch that, and you'll have that every single time. So like I said, the user cannot guard both of these. It's just not going to happen. You're going to be able to throw it way too fast, and the user just has no choice but to just give up that little dot. And you just take your yards down the field. Now, next coverage that we are going to talk about is going to be cover four quarters. And I'll touch on man last. I want to touch on that last. So let's go and press, because most people will press in their cover four quarters. Now, put R1, your running back, put them on a wheel route. Take triangle, put them on a curl. Take circle, put them on a hitch. And streak your outside receiver. So it should look just like this. So snap the ball. You just want to see what you see. I see circle already. I probably had X on a cut. And triangle, actually, the cover for quarters didn't match that one. So, but you also got to keep in mind, a user's going to be somewhere. They're going to be somewhere on the field, you know. You're not going to run into anybody that's really usering on the defensive line. So right here, like I said, this hitch is almost money against any coverage, as you can already kind of tell. So this kind of want to be your first read when you run this play. Unless the user is obviously on this side, then you want to make this your first side read. So what I was trying to tell you, hitch wide open. They actually do a real nice job. Do not throw that, of course, against cover four quarters. This is a 3-rec right here. I'm assuming this is a 3-rec, so don't throw that on a 3-rec. Now, this right here, you can kind of get risky. Madden 21, they will let you throw this. They'll let you kind of not low ball, but you want to lead past this like out here and get a possession like toe tap animation, or just not pray that they don't throw the ball way over here. But the running back wheel, it's not open. I wouldn't throw that. You'll probably throw a pick, honestly. So your two reads against cover four quarters is going to be here and here. Now, of course, if the user is obviously, this is your user, then you're going to read between these two, if that makes sense. So this play is just designed to kill zone coverage. It's going to kill any zone or any match coverage, basically. So next coverage I do want to show you is going to be cover 3. And I will press, and this is the coverage you will see most of the time when you come out in A slot offset. It's coverage that I see a lot. Now I already went over the setup, so I'm just show you how fast we can set it up. See, boom, we're already set up. Now right here, like I said, I'm gonna let myself take a sack, and I'm just gonna kind of show you, exactly what to get open, what you can expect, of course. So let me know if you like me doing it this way. I feel like it's a lot better than me just keep throwing the ball, throwing the ball, when I could just break it down for y'all just so you can understand it play by play. So like I said, this is cover 3. Now let's look at our first read, right? So of course this isn't a hard flat. I think even if it's a hard flat, I think they don't respect this route. Make sure you lab that out yourself, because I don't face hard flats cover 3 that much, but just make sure you lab that out before you do it. So right here, like I said, this is open. He kind of baits it, as you can see. He kind of does this little swerve thing and comes back. So just keep that in mind, that they can bait that. Now, since this is cover 3 and it's not a hard flat, you'll have this low ball right here wide open every single time. Now, if it was a hard flat, this person would be right here. So obviously this would be screaming wide open. And this would be your user if they try to do that. Then you can see you have this open. So like I said, there's always something open on this play, which is why it's one of my favorite plays when I actually come to A slot offset versus zone coverage. Now, like I said, versus zone. So let's talk about man coverage, because man coverage is a little bit different. So let's go ahead and press. And now what I want to do, I want to do almost the same thing. Actually, do I want to show that one now? No, I'm not going to show that now. So with the second setup, this is where you want to use that at. And I'll start the second setup. Actually, I'll show you my setup versus man right here. So let's do it that way. So if they're playing man coverage, I want you to take triangle, put them on an in route. Now I want you to take circle, put them on a hitch. Now from this point, you can either leave square routes as it is if you know it's zone, but since it's man coverage, we're gonna go ahead and smart route his route. So it's gonna look like almost like a sharper slant, like a deeper slant, I should say. Now your reads on this play is gonna be R1 and square. So you see R1, it's just gonna get butt naked right there. I'm gonna go ahead and fall down. Like I said, I don't want to throw these two because I don't want to go and replay, because I want you to pay attention. You're only looking at 2 things on this play. So I'm gonna show you square route in here in a second too. So just take triangle, put them on a in route. Take circle, put them on hits. Now this is just versus man coverage, only versus man coverage that I like this setup. So now put square on a smart route. All you do to smart route, by the way, says triangle, press your receiver square, and you're going to hit R1 to say smart route. So now we're going to go and snap the ball. So a lot of times you want to put your best receiver where square is. So as you can see, he's going to split the safeties, and that's about a 25-30 yard gain right off the back, because those safeties are not going to be able to react, and that's why that route is actually really one of the most slept on routes. One of the most slept on routes in the game, I should say. So right here I will show you cover 2, and it doesn't matter if they put purples. If they put purples, then you're pretty much going to have a free touchdown. Now I do want to show you one thing that may give it trouble, is putting a safety in the middle of the field. And then so maybe if they're running coverage like this, then I'll kind of show you it still does work, just so you can know that. So right here, put a circle on the hitch, take square, smart route his route, and we're just rocking just like this. So you see he does beat press, but you see right there I can still throw that, but the safety's going to be there to make the tackle unless EA makes them dumb out, and then you can have a potential one-play touchdown. So that's what I love to do against man coverage. If you see man coverage, run that, because the user's not going to be able to guard the angle route and the post. So you just choose whichever one that he doesn't run to, basically. Now let's get into zone coverage. So you see we do have cover 2 on the field. So again, zone coverage, my second setup for this particular play. You're just going to take triangle. You're going to put them on an in route still, but you're going to take R1 and you're going to put them on a wheel route. Now from here, you're going to take circle, put them on a hitch, and now you're going to take square, and I like to smart route his route, just like this. Now you don't have to smart route it every single time, but in cover 2 you can get away with it, but just smart route it every time, honestly. It's better this way, but you don't have to, I should say. So if you forget, it's fine. Now your reads on this play, you're going to look for the user. So if the user is right here, let's see if I can do this good. So if the user is right here on this side, then you want to read the square, circle, triangle side. Now if the user is maybe, let's say the user's right here, right? So you want to read R1 X side. So it's just seeing where the user is and reading opposite of the user. Now it's going to snap the ball right, so I can show you exactly what's going on. And I'm going to throw your main read that you want, but you see right there, that's why I don't like throwing the ball, because they do a lot of throw out of sacks on here, and the Packers actually have really good defensive line along with a great secondary. So that's why I normally do not throw the ball, but I want to show you. I am going to throw it against cover 2 because it's one of the sketches. It looks sketchy, but it's going to get wide open, I promise. So like I said, let's say the user's over here, right? Or right here. So let's say none of this is open for some reason. Now what I want to pay attention to is this route. So watch the mid read. So you see how the mid read kind of like backs up, but he doesn't recognize this route coming behind him. So you see all this area right here, that's where you want to attack, and that's an easy throw, I promise it is, because this safety is going to widen out because of this corner route. And since this safety doesn't have nothing to do, because there's nobody coming to his area over here. He kind of just keeps drifting back, so that creates this natural void right here that you can throw for a potential one-play touchdown. So I'm gonna show you that one more time because I want to get this video moving along. So take R1, put him on a wheel route. Take triangle, put him on in route. Take circle, put him on a hitch. Smart route, squares route. Now let's go and snap the ball. This is versus cover 2 still. So as you can see right there, I did have enough time, but for some reason I'm getting hollered at. But I promise in game it works. I do have gameplay examples for you for this play. This particular setup I chose to do gameplay examples with, just because it's a setup that I've never really shown before. So I want you to know that it does work, and that these reads I make aren't just like blind reads. So anyways, that's what I like to do against cover 2. So let's talk about cover 4 quarters. So it's just match coverage, like I said. It's just you got to make a read. Something's gonna be open because we're attacking every area of the field. Still going smart routed. So right here, you see I do have circle wide open, but I waited too late. But I did have X. I was looking at circle, but I'm gonna go back and replay and show. That's why I said I didn't want to throw the ball, because I didn't want to show y'all like making bad reads or whatever. So I don't want y'all to get bad habits. Is why I said I normally don't throw the ball. But right here, go and snap the ball. So in cover 4 quarters, he's gonna play that, so that's not open. But a lot of times you can still have this on the sideline. See how the cornerback's kind of backpedaling weird? You can still throw this most of the time, but just throw that at your own risk. But what I want you to pay attention to is this side right here. So you see how this hitch is open, and this is where you need to throw this ball at. So there's going to be no way this safety could come down to play this. All you need to do is pass lead it somewhere up in here, and then possession catch that ball, and then you'll have a completion. So those are going to be your main 2 reads right here. And now you can start to see why I like to smart route this route, because the smart route and post route, it just destroys a lot of zone coverages. So the last coverage I'm going to talk about is going to be cover 3, and I'm going to press this time just because now cover 3 press is going to be the hardest look to complete this pass on. You can still do it, it just doesn't look like it's open. So I'm going to show you that real quick, and I'm going to throw a square, by the way, so you can see. So as soon as and I have a safety right there at linebacker too. That's why they're playing it like that. But with cover 3, it's one of the most iffiest ones to throw against. But it does, you can throw it. But in practice mode, it seems impossible. But in game, and like I said, I got gameplay coming up in a second, you'll be able to see it. So I'm gonna run this one more time. Hopefully we can get it right here. And then if not, then I do want y'all to check out this gameplay. I'm gonna try it backed off, because most people do back off their cover 3. Normally don't get as aggressive. So as soon as he cuts, you want to go ahead and throw it right there, possession catch it, just like that. Now, the last play that I do want to talk about is going to be this level cell. So, with level cell, it's pretty self-explanatory. I just like to make one adjustment. All I like to do is take triangle, put them on a streak. And the reason I like to do this because I want to bank on the fact that they're going to play some type of cover 2, or they're going to be using on maybe like one of these safeties right here. So, if they get too aggressive, then triangle, you always want to have a deep option, basically. So, go and snap the ball. So, let's say we're reading it right. So, watch triangle. You see how he's going to be able to split that safety right there, and you want to possession catch that ball. Most of the time, the safeties don't even play it that close. So, I will show you that one more time against cover 2, and I kind of show you what else is open versus cover 2. So, you see right there, we are in cover 2. So, look, he's going to kind of just not guard it. Like he's gonna follow it, and then he's gonna break down on circles route. So let's pretend like the user does follow that, right? So what else is open, you're probably wondering. So all I gotta do is just make a read. Like I said, I see R1 wide open and I see square wide open. A lot of times you can lowball that. So those are basically gonna be your reads. I don't want to harp too much on levels, but I kind of want to show you what it looks like it is against other coverages and coverage shells with the triangle on the streak. So I am gonna press in my cover for quarters. Now, like I said, R1 is not open, but I do have square. And then the cornerback, or the that 3 receiver hook was coming down on square, so you could have thrown over the top to circle. So I'm hoping that y'all seen that, because like I said, I kind of want to just speed by through this, because it's just a basic levels concept, nothing too advanced on it. Most of y'all, I'm sure, know how to run level cell. So like I said, just kind of seeing what's open. Squares open, and then I'll have circle open eventually. So you just putting the user in conflict, because they're trying to figure out what you're doing, trying to figure out what route combos you're doing. And one thing I will say, it does work pretty good against man coverage, actually. If you want to run it versus man, I'd say run it stock. Me personally, so I'll kind of show you why. So like I said, triangle can break off his man. That's why I said you can run it stock. Most people don't like throwing that, but it can get open. So that's why I do want to just take the time to mention it. So if I happen to run man coverage, I mean, if they happen to run man coverage, they'll most likely be covering the running back, and they'll probably shoot to the running back. Or if not, they'll probably try to lurk on circles route. So that's why triangle does a nice job. And then sometimes you can get X on the low ball, depending on who's covering them. just make sure you pay attention, because if they have the safety covering him, do not expect that low ball to be open. But anyways, that's gonna wrap up for this video. I do appreciate all y'all that checked out my video, and sorry it's kind of a longer video, but let me know if you do like this video style. Y'all said y'all did like it, so that's why I kind of been doing it. So anyways, hope y'all have a blessed day, man. Make sure y'all tune in my next video. Got a whole lot of good information coming. So anyways, y'all have a blessed day. I'm Ray Jarrell, and I'm out.